Very exciting news for Little People Big World fans. Amy leaves Chris. The final goodbye at Roloff Farms, Season 26 exclusive. After a year of silence, the Roloff family is coming back to TLC with their most emotional and unexpected season yet. According to a TLC insider, Season 26 will not just continue the story, it will change everything. For years, fans watched Amy Roloff and Chris Merrick build what looked like the perfect post-divorce love story. From romantic getaways to backyard dinners, Amy seemed happy again after leaving Matt. But in Season 26, the truth comes crashing through. Amy and Chris are getting divorced. Yes, you heard that right. The insider confirmed the couple quietly separated during filming last fall, but producers kept it under wraps. There were cracks forming behind the scenes, the source said. Chris wasn't adjusting to the attention anymore. And Amy, well, she started spending more and more time with someone new. That someone? A longtime friend from her speaking events. Someone who understands her past and doesn't want the spotlight. His name hasn't been released yet, but fans will see their connection unfold slowly this season, beginning in episode 3. But that's not the only bombshell. Across the farm, Matt Roloff and Karen Chandler's relationship is coming to an end as well. After years of ups and downs and tension surrounding the farm sale, Season 26 captures the final unraveling of their relationship. A producer reportedly caught a major argument on film, one that led Karen to walk off the property and out of Matt's life permanently. Since then, Karen has moved to Arizona, and she's not alone. The insider says Karen has entered a new relationship with someone she met while managing her vacation rental business. He's younger, successful, and the total opposite of Matt, the source explained. Matt has yet to comment publicly, but the insider says he's struggling emotionally, especially after losing both Karen and the full family unity he once fought to hold together. And all of this, Amy sits in her living room surrounded by moving boxes, not from a new house, but from old memories. Her voice is calm, but her eyes give away the pain. It wasn't about hate, she says in an interview. It was about growing in different directions. Chris and I stopped being partners. We became roommates. Her words sting, but they also bring clarity. Fans will see Amy start to reconnect with Michael, a man from her past who attended several of her motivational talks and charity events. Unlike Chris, Michael prefers life off camera, but TLC insiders say producers convinced him to appear in at least 4 episodes this season. The chemistry is undeniable. It's slower, more grounded, and real. Meanwhile, across town, Matt sits alone in the farmhouse kitchen. The pumpkin season decorations are still up, but Karen is gone. She said she couldn't do it anymore, Matt says, sipping his coffee. Too many cameras, too many fights, too much history. TLC confirms that Karen won't return for the rest of the season. Instead, her new life in Arizona will be shown through social media clips and off-site interviews, where she introduces her new partner, Derek, a business consultant she met while managing short-term rentals. He makes me feel young again, Karen says in a remote interview. He doesn't care about my past, only my peace. Matt is devastated, but not alone for long, because just as things seem to settle into silence, TLC cameras catch a shocking arrival at Roloff Farms, Molly Roloff. After years of staying out of the spotlight, Molly returns to Oregon unexpectedly, and not just for a visit. The insider reveals that Molly agreed to appear in 3 special episodes, hoping to bring her family back together before it's too late. Her return sets the stage for a massive family meeting where Amy, Matt, Zach, Jeremy, and even Jacob are expected to come face-to-face for the first time in months. What happens at that table? TLC is keeping that under wraps for now. It's been years since all the Roloffs were in the same room together. But now, thanks to Molly's return and a quiet call from TLC producers, the entire family is gathering at Roloff Farms for what they're calling a reconciliation dinner. The old dining room is prepared like it once was. One long table, rustic dishes, candles, and childhood photos framed on the wall. The crew is instructed to film from a distance using hidden cams and long lens shots. No lights, no interviews, just raw family interaction. Amy arrives first, walking in with Michael by her side. He keeps things quiet, but the look in his eyes says everything. He's protective, grounded, and unlike any man Amy's brought into the spotlight before. Matt shows up next, looking thinner than usual. He walks slower, more hunched, and sits without saying a word. Then come the kids: Zach, Tori, Jeremy, Audrey, Jacob, Isabel, and finally Molly. The tension in the air is immediate. No one is sure how to start. No one wants to be the first to speak, until Amy clears her throat, stands, and places her hands flat on the table. I didn't want to do this, but Molly asked, and I realized maybe we don't have many more chances. Everyone goes still. I'm divorcing Chris, Amy says, breaking the silence, and I'm seeing someone new. Tori's eyes widen. Jeremy exchanges a sharp glance with Audrey. Even Matt looks up surprised, but Amy isn't done. And I want to say this now, so no one finds out from a trailer or a fan page. Michael and we've known each other for years. We reconnected when I felt invisible. I don't owe anyone an explanation, but I'm giving you one anyway. She sits down slowly. Michael gently takes her hand beneath the table. Then Matt speaks. I didn't know she was leaving. Karen, she packed her things while I was filming a confessional. When I came back, the house was empty. He pauses. She's happy now with someone new, and I'm trying to be okay with that. Jacob leans forward. Then maybe this is our chance to stop blaming the show and each other and start acting like a family again. Jeremy speaks next, more cautious. Can we do that if we're all living separate stories, on different pages? Molly finally chimes in. No, but we can start on the same line again. The table is silent, but not broken, just beginning. After the emotional family dinner, the dust begins to settle, but the future of Roloff Farm still hangs in the balance. TLC confirms in a teaser that the final 2 episodes of the season will focus entirely on the farm, the family legacy, and one major decision that will shape everything moving forward. The family is seen walking the fields one last time. Matt with Zach, Amy with Michael, and Jeremy taking quiet photos of the barn with his kids. The air feels heavy, like a chapter is closing. Then the final scene cuts to Amy standing by the original farmhouse, looking out over the pumpkin patch. A producer off camera asks, "What does this place mean to you now?" Amy takes a long breath, then responds, "It used to mean everything. My marriage, my kids, my identity. But now, it means memories. And I've learned that memories don't live in buildings, they live in people." Then comes the twist. Amy has decided to sell her remaining stake in Roloff Farms. In a sit-down with Matt, she gently hands over the paperwork. "I've held on because I thought it kept us connected, but now I see we're stronger apart, but still family." Matt, emotional but respectful, accepts her decision. And in a closing interview, he drops the final bombshell. "This might be my last season. I've spent my whole life building this place. But maybe it's time to build something new. Maybe it's time to let go." Fans of Little People, Big World are experiencing an unexpectedly somber day, as one of the Roloff family's quintessential couples has announced their separation after 8 years of marriage. The Roloff family's complex life was the subject of Little People, Big World, which allowed viewers to become acquainted with them through the ups and downs. Although the Roloffs were not flawless, it was captivating to observe their family undergo transformation and growth. One of the Roloff family's long-term couples has ended their relationship, despite the fact that many have never considered it a possibility. Matt Roloff, the patriarch of the Roloff family, and Karen Chandler have announced their separation in an Instagram post, following 8 years of relationship. Matt clarified in his Notes app post, which he has not provided a lot of commentary on. "I have made the decision to end our engagement and separate ways with Karen." Matt provided minimal explanations for the separation. However, he acknowledged that it was the most advantageous course of action for both himself and Karen in the future. Matt was unequivocal in his assertion that we will always cherish the numerous delightful recollections we have shared, and that we remain amicable. The separation of Matt and Karen is likely to come as a surprise to viewers of Little People, Big World who had anticipated the couple's nuptials. Most Little People, Big World fans anticipated that Matt and Karen's relationship would be enduring and result in marriage, despite the fact that it was far from ideal. During the initial 6 years of their relationship, the couple, who have been engaged since 2023, focused on the future. However, their emotions appeared to shift once their wedding became a reality rather than a mere concept. Matt's announcement of their separation, and his assurance to Little People Big World admirers that the difficult decision was mutual and that a means for him and Karen to continue their relationship in some capacity indicates that the couple had issues they did not disclose to the public. Matt and Karen's relationship may have been challenging, but their decision to dissolve it was unexpected. Despite the challenges that Matt and Karen faced in their relationship, a significant number of viewers of Little People, Big World found the duo to be quite entertaining, as they were both regarded as more villainous in the series. Matt could rely on his relationship with Karen, as the Roloff family faced challenges that caused him to be estranged from some of the children. Matt and Karen's affection for one another was evident. Matt's familial issues were a constant in Little People, Big World. Despite the fact that his marriage to his ex-wife, Amy Roloff, was a central aspect of the program for the majority of its run, his relationship with Karen entered the picture in recent years. Matt is now living a life of independence, as Little People, Big World has concluded.